Welcome to the Enlightenment Academy, where the journey of discovering your inner magic begins. In a world filled with endless possibilities, we invite you to explore the depths of your being and unlock the mysteries of your true potential. Through insightful teachings, transformative practices, and enlightening conversations, we empower you to access the brilliance that resides within you. Join us as we embark on a path of self-discovery, empowerment, and spiritual awakening. Are you ready to tap into the infinite wellspring of magic within you? Here is your host, Venus Castleberg.
Hello, amazing beings. If you are out there in technology land, give me a hello. Tell me you're here. I always love hearing from you. And today we are going to talk about wealth consciousness. And I'm definitely probably going to ruffle some feathers today, but I'm okay with that. And if you want to call in and for questions, facilitation, you can call in today at 202-570-7057. I would love to hear from any and all of you at any point. Hi, Kyle. Welcome. So today I know that when we talk about spirituality and money, they often do not go hand in hand, which is, I guess I would say, it makes me sad sometimes, right? Because are you or are you not a child of the universe? And doesn't the universe, source, God, whatever you want to call it, doesn't the universe want to give you everything? Everything you've ever desired, everything you've ever wanted, everything is there and possible for you. Hi, Christina. Welcome. Hi, Nina. Yay. So happy you guys are here. So the universe, like, literally has everything you've ever wanted, just like sitting right here, like on a silver platter, if you will, right in front of you. Just be like, here you go. Everything you've ever wanted right here. But somewhere along the lines, and like I said, I'm okay if I'm ruffling some feathers today, but somewhere along the lines, we bought that because we were gifted spiritual gifts, say psychic medium, channel, whatever, like you have gifts, you have capacities. Hi, Simon. Nice to talk to you. Nice to see you. You have gifts that the universe bestowed upon you, or you just naturally have because you're an infinite being and you are aware. So if the universe gifted you, and I'm just using this terminology on purpose, but if the universe gifted you these gifts, then why can't we receive the gifts of financial abundance and wealth and prosperity as well? Like, why are those separate? And maybe this is just something that we start to ponder. You start to ponder for yourself, because maybe you don't know, right? But I know for me, somewhere along the line, I've done massage, I've taught yoga. I'd probably say my time teaching yoga was when I became like a bit altruistic. And I'm going to own it for myself. Hi, Bliss. Nice to see you. That I became superior. And I became superior in a couple of different ways. Superior in that I don't really need money. Money's the root of all evil. Hi, Amanda. Money is wrong and bad, right? Like all those weird points of view that we've picked up along the way somewhere. And for me, it was probably when I was doing yoga and I was like, somehow I was gonna not make any money and I was gonna donate all my services, which never worked, by the way. I tried donating my services and nobody took me up on it. So people don't see the value in what you are contributing to them. Most of the time, I'm not going to say it's always, but there's a lot of times people can't receive what you have to offer if you don't charge them something. something. It doesn't even have to be a lot if you don't want it to be a lot, but like, or that you have some sort of bartering system. But anyway, back to me being superior. So I became a yoga teacher, and then I became superior, and I was like, it's not about the money for me. I literally would teach a yoga class to one person if they showed up. Well, I don't know if you know this, but if you're working for another studio, one person shows up, you're literally working for $6 an hour. Like, okay, fine. No big deal. I was happy to serve people who came for yoga because I believed in the practice so much. But it's kind of hard to live on $6, which, by the way, even when you're doing yoga, if you're doing it 6 days a week and you have one person show up, that's only $6 a day. $6 for that 1 hour. So just, anyway, semantics. That's not the point. But then I was also superior, like, and I'm not here to change your beliefs at all. So if I say anything that doesn't ring true for you, please throw it away. But I'm sharing my personal experience, and I have a lot of experience with this because I have done all of what a lot of you are doing out there, where you're like not really charging, you're not really seeing the value of what you have to offer, you're not getting that you actually have gifts and the universe wants to gift you money in return and wealth in return, right? So it's not always about the cash in hand, but there is a wealth that's available, right? And then I was also kind of superior in like, okay, I'm gonna, do some other things that I considered were spiritual. Now, I'm not going to get into those things because it's not why we're here today. But the point being, I had a lot of points of view about I should be doing all of my things that I've been gifted for free. Well, I don't know if you have taken any trainings, but I've spent hundreds, and I mean multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars on trainings. So if I'm spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on trainings to better myself so that I can serve others and then not charging, can you see how that's kind of wonky? Like it doesn't really match up, right? Yep, I have done that. Yep. Have you done Tai Chi? I haven't taught Tai Chi, but I have practiced Tai Chi, working on changing that I am like you were. Yep. Cool. So, like, I share this because I promise you, I've done it all. I've tried to offer it all for free. I've tried to offer it for a very, very low price point. Everything I've ever done, I've tried to offer it on donation only. And the only time that people have really been able to receive what I have to contribute to them is when they are paying something, and something of value. Now, whatever that value is for you, it doesn't matter, but it is changing your point of view that says that you should do everything for free because it's a spiritual thing. I disagree. But that's my personal journey. So if your journey is different or you're exploring that differently, that's okay. Maybe you're still in the exploration part. But I would like to just plant a seed that says that if you really want people to receive what you have to give, they receive it so much more when there is some form of exchange. And I'll just say some form of exchange because I know there's still some points of view out there about money and all of that stuff. Hi, Ron, welcome. Yeah, and points of view about what should prices be, right? But what is finding that truth for you, right? And also, like, bring your experience. How many years have you been doing it? How many trainings have you done? Like, your experience matters too, right? And when do you start to value you, right? And value what you have to offer enough to charge for it. I will also say this, when I started charging closer to the value of what I was worth, I had more people coming than when I was doing donation only and you can pay whatever you want. Nobody came. Like, I think I had 2 people take me up on that, which is crazy, right? So, but I still give things all the time. This is free, right? We do this live stream every week. This is totally free. We have a free webinar coming up this Thursday on 1,000,000 dreams, how to manifest and actualize your dreams, right? So I do free stuff all the time still, but then I do charge for my sessions and I do charge for my programs, right? But that's something I had to find for myself, and you have to find it for yourself. But I want to bring in like wealth consciousness, the word consciousness. What does consciousness mean? Consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. I'm going to repeat that because I know some of you are like, huh? Consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. So wealth consciousness is including everything and not judging it. It includes money. It includes wealth. It includes prosperity. It includes thriving and not just surviving. Do you really think the universe just wants you to survive? Or does the universe actually want you to thrive and enjoy your life, right? But how it's so difficult to enjoy your life when you're in survival because you're like constantly stressed out all the time and worried about stuff. Hi, Fatma. Nice to see you, hon. So everywhere where you've adopted some sort of point of view about profit, prosperity, wealth, money, anything like that you've taken on from somebody else that maybe doesn't actually work for you or isn't really true for you, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, all 9 shorts, boys, po, vads, and meows. And that's the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. And you can go to theclearingstatement.com and find out more information about it. It's a little bit too much to explain, but it's kind of like a magic eraser. It just like takes stuff out of your belief system and programs and stories that you've bought from other people that are no longer working for you, and that you can finally surrender into what would work for me here. What's actually true for me? And I'm going to tell you something that you probably can't hear, but I want you to just try to let it soak in. Maybe even lower your walls and barriers right now, even the ones you don't know about, because there's all these walls and barriers. As soon as we start talking about money, everybody's points of view came up and all their walls and barriers came up. So if you're listening and watching this now or in the future, let's lower those walls and barriers, even the ones we don't know about. Just let them melt. Just let them fall down. And begin to expand your awareness out. And just observe, is the universe abundant? Is the universe, the earth even abundant? Are the stars in the sky abundant? Have you ever seen like an old tree cut down and all the rings? Like there's an abundance of tree rings out there. There's an infinite amount of wealth and prosperity and profit that is available for everyone. Not just some of us, everyone. If all the actual money in the world was divided equally amongst everybody, every single person on the planet would have $1 million. Did you know that? It's not just there for the select few. It's only there for the select few that have chosen it. So would you be willing to choose it for you? To be willing to say, okay, universe, you want me to be abundant and wealthy and profitable? Awesome. Thank you. And allow that in. Allow yourself to receive, to move into thrival. Because the thing I wanted to tell you, you are valuable. what you have to offer is valuable. You are a gift in this world, and the universe wants to gift back to you. And sometimes it's going to be money, and sometimes it's going to be a coffee. Some random person's going to be like, I want to buy you a coffee. That's abundance and wealthy living too, right? But the paradigm that we need to move out of, in my opinion, throw it out if it doesn't work for you, is we need to move out of, if we're spiritual, we're supposed to be poor. They're like, I bought that point of view for a very long time too. So if you are somebody who thinks that to be spiritual, you have to be poor, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, online, shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. You are valuable. What you have to offer is valuable. Right? And find what's true for you. Like, go in to meditation, or, ask the universe, okay, like that Simon asked, what should prices be? Well, go in and ask your true self, your higher self, your spirit guides. What do they recommend your prices to be? What do you know that your prices should be? I did struggle with this one for a very long time. I'll be very honest. And I kept my prices at the same price for a very long time. And interestingly enough, over time, when I didn't increase my prices, my clientele started to fall back, to fall down. And then when I was like, okay, I've been doing more, I've been expanding my own awareness and consciousness, I've been studying more, I know more, okay, I'm increasing my prices, right? But I had to really start to see myself as valuable. Now, this is the other thing too. You're always like, if somebody comes and's like, I can't afford that, I'm like, okay, cool. Then I might refer them to somebody else that has a different price point. Like, I'm not attached to them working with me. Maybe they don't want to work with me, or that's not a match for them right now. That's okay. But there are other people out there that do. Like, I have people like, do you do it for free? I'm like, I don't do it for free, but I do know people that do it for free, But so I'm willing to also lose people, knowing that the people who want to work with me or are going to work with me, they will find a way, right? But what's true for you? And then kind of, did you get I love Simon. Simon always has this picture of like my future. And he does. He always chimes in always. Not yet, Simon, but I do have one coming. So thank you for pulling that out of my head. So something I thought about, and I've talked about before, and something to maybe ponder for yourself is, do you know how, if you're in the spiritual realm and you're using your gifts and you're wanting and you're using your spiritual gifts, then when you're using your spiritual gifts, we're here, we're like, oh, I'm using my spiritual gifts because I would like to change the world. And I'm speaking maybe for some of you, and if I'm not speaking for you, throw it away. But if you're somebody who wants to make the world a better place or to change the world in some way, is it easier for you to change the world when you're in survival and broke and don't know where your next meal is coming from? Or is it easier for you to change the world and make the world a better place when you have boatloads of cash? Now, I'm not making this about the money, but I want you to see how much more change can you affect if you're willing to be wealthy, if you're willing to be profitable, if you're willing to have prosperity. Yeah, Simon, you want to heal it. I totally get that. And wouldn't it be easier if you had some cash to do so? A lot of, like if for those of us, if we're like willing to be millionaires and billionaires, then how much more can we change? How much more can we create in the world? I wonder. It's just something to think about. And yes, Simon, I do like Jaguars, but my true dream is an Aston Martin, but it looks very similar to a Jaguar. So good call. And then one point I was actually told it's selfish to not be wealthy. It's selfish to be broke. It's like, because we have the ability to be prosperous. We have the ability to make the world a better place. Anyway, if you have any questions or would like facilitation on wealth consciousness and you're somebody who's been struggling with this, please feel free to call in at 202-570-7057. I love talking to people. And you can also post your questions and stuff in the comments. That works too. But anything around this, anything this is triggered for you or brought up for you, please don't hesitate to reach out in some way. Cool. So you might be wondering, well, where do I begin? Like, sure, that sounds great. And I did this too, right? Like I was like, oh, right, my sessions are not worth enough or valuable enough. And so then I like totally spiked them without giving any of my clients warning. Hi, Kimberly, welcome. And then that didn't really work out very well either, right? So it's like there's this like middle ground, I guess, but I've literally had, I was working with a gal. This is a great story to share. I was working with a gal at my old rate that I had for years and years and years and years. And the next time she called, she was also maybe a little bit more of a difficult client. And so the next time she called, I was like, I just wanted to let you know I increased my rates and I had doubled them. I had doubled my rates. And she had such a powerful session. At the end of this session, she was like, I am so glad that you increased your rates. And I was like, wow, right there, I saw it in action, like the value that she could receive, the change that she could receive was so much greater when I was willing to charge more for what I was offering at the time. So becoming a something I wanted to pursue when I was a single mom and 9-year-old. Hard to just quit everything and pursue my dream. Gotcha, Amanda. Totally. I totally get it. Yep. Yeah. Well, first of all, I would say you got to start somewhere. So I don't necessarily recommend anybody quitting all of their jobs and just going full in on anything until you have started. And I did this for a long time. I'm a massage therapist, a yoga teacher. So I was doing massage and yoga while I was also doing readings. And so those were like my main things. And then over time, developed programs and courses. And now, I still do some readings, but predominantly what I'm doing right now are the programs, the Psychic University program and others. So, but that came over time, it wasn't something that just happened overnight. So, but practice, like if you're lacking in confidence, then practice. But maybe do this, kind of in the wealth vein. So let's say you're saying, okay, I'm still practicing, I'm still learning, I'm not really confident yet to charge. I get that. You might be in that space. That's okay. But please set a limit to how many practice sessions you're going to do before you start charging. So let's say, okay, I'm going to do 10 or 20 practice sessions. And then after the 20 practice sessions, then I'm going to start charging. And then maybe you charge a lower amount, but for a set amount of people. Like for another 10 people, I'll charge $35 because I'm still kind of practicing, but it's time for me to start valuing my offering. And then slowly see if going up from there. And then Simon, kind of back to your question about like, what do you charge? Sometimes it's also trial and error. You might like increase your rates and be like, oh, that didn't really take off or that didn't really work. Okay, so maybe you lower it a little bit, but not maybe back to what it was, right? So, and then like, but it's like, just try it. Choose something, and then the awareness comes. You will always gain awareness if you make a choice and then try it out and see how it works. Oh, you are so welcome, Amanda. Anytime. My pleasure. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Simon. Well, my mom's getting married. I'm sure some of my cousins will be there. Awesome. I have the secret sauce on how to get started on all of this, but I'm going to make you come back after the break. It's only going to take it. The break is really quick. We'll see you in the other side and give you a secret formula on how to create more prosperity in your life.
Times TV. Imagine becoming a super influencer. Reinvent yourself, invest in your brand, and then manifest your success with a robust spheric approach. Om Times Media and Broadcasting offers a unique and multifaceted way to become the spiritual and conscious influencer you deserve to be by putting your message across our powerful platform with its proven record of integrity and excellence. Through our produced shows, Om Times offers the opportunity to become a social media TV personality, a radio show host, an Om Times magazine columnist, and a syndicated podcaster, all in one shot. By live streaming your show on Om Times TV and broadcasting it across the extensive Om Times radio and TV networks, you become more than a host. You become an ambassador and a force for positive change. Om Times. Open yourself to the possibilities.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes.
Welcome forward, everyone. So grateful to have you all here. I really do enjoy having you here. So if nobody called in for questions, then I will give you a secret formula, and then we're going to do a guided visualization on how to tap into that wealth consciousness for yourself and however it wants to manifest for you today. Yeah. So Simon says, I thought strong confidence gives you the ability to feel you're good enough to charge more. And the more you charge, give your client that confidence in your abilities. Yeah, absolutely. It's an exchange. It's an energetic exchange. And by the way, just as a little side note, money is just energy. It's just energy. There's not actually, believe it or not, I've done some studies on this. There's not all the money in the world. If we all went to the bank and asked for our money out, the banks wouldn't have it. Like there actually isn't as much physical money in the world as there supposedly is in our bank accounts. I don't know if you guys have ever seen It's a Good Life or It's a Wonderful Life, right? When all the people like go to the bank and want all their money out, and then he's like, well, that's not how it works. It's true, right? So, but money is energy. And it's just a form of exchange. And we just, it's like you want a car, then you often give money to exchange. But sometimes people trade services. They're like, oh, you do massage? Great. I do nails. You want to do a swap? Or, I'll take you out to dinner, or we always are having an energetic exchange. And so if we looked at money and wealth and prosperity as just energy, then what is it that has us go, oh no, we have walls and like we'll put up our walls and barriers, we'll keep ourselves separate from that energy because somehow that energy is bad and wrong. There is no energy that's bad and wrong. It's not. It's just all energy. Like even when, and this is a little trick I learned from Access Consciousness. This is super fun. So when people are judging you, when you resist their judgment, you actually diminish the energy that you can receive. And so it actually diminishes your money flows, right? But when you receive people's judgment, it increases your money flows because you're willing to receive energy. People who judge you are just wanting to give you energy. They're just wanting to contribute to you. And they might actually like feel like they owe you from some other lifetime or even this lifetime, right? And that's positive or negative judgments. I get judgments all the time for being a psychic medium, and then, I have programs that I teach people how to be psychic mediums, that I'm somehow a bad person and I'm evil, and I've gotten it all. So, but I know who I am. I know my heart, and I know that I actually care about people, and I care about you, and I care that people can tap into their gifts, and they can use their gifts, and they can make money with their gifts. And it doesn't have to be separate. It doesn't have to be, this is part of my life over here, and this is another part of my life over here. They can be the same. It be an energy exchange. So if we looked at money as energy, would we be more willing to receive it? I wonder. Yeah, Simon, and I totally get that, and I'm going to say you need to charge more. So Simon says, one thing that seems to be a negative block for me is I am to giving, and then all the people wanting from you. Yeah. When you have more people pulling on you, then you're probably not charging at all or enough. Like that's the other reason, right? And then the people who are just takers, because there are takers out there, that's totally true. It's all part of life. But if there are people out there that are just takers of your energy, of your time, of your whatever, and you start to say, hey, I'm charging or I'm increasing my rates, they will either start to receive more from you, like that client I had, or they'll go away, which will help you with your energy and having to, yeah. So it feels really good when you finally don't give in to the negative energy. Yep, Amanda. And it just points of view. It's like, I don't buy it. I know who I am. So it doesn't matter what other people think of me. They can think whatever they want. Awesome. So anybody want to know what the secret is? Or not the only secret, but one of the secrets? One of the little tricks. I love my little tricks. I have a trick for you. So when it comes to money, if you want more money, what do you think is a good idea to do? Be grateful for everything that you have. Be grateful for every penny. Be grateful for every paycheck. Be grateful, be grateful, be grateful. Gratitude grows. Everything that you're grateful for, you will grow in spades. And everything that you're judging, judgment kills, and it will diminish. So if you're getting a paycheck and being like, it's not enough, you're judging it, which has your money flows go in the opposite direction. when you're grateful for every paycheck that comes in, it grows and the universe wants to give you more. It's like, oh, they're grateful. Awesome. Here you go. Here's more. I want to give you more. Here's a lot more. Right? And it will come in ways that you didn't even imagine. But you got to start with that, being grateful for wherever you are, whatever you've created up until now, and then continue to be grateful, and it will continue to grow. Be grateful for every client you have, every sale you make, every dollar you find, right? I'm always excited when I still find a penny. I'm like, thank you, universe. So grateful for the penny that I found. And there are people nowadays that are like, a penny's not worth anything, and I'm not going to pick it up. I'm like, I'm grateful for every single penny. So what can you be grateful for in your life, with your money flows? Be grateful for the energy that somebody contributed, maybe the energy that somebody gifted you, and be grateful for the exchange that happened. There's so much to be grateful for, and that gratitude will always make things greater, always, without fail, because judgment and gratitude can't exist in the same place. So hopefully that trick is helpful to you, and if you'd like to stick around, we're going to do a guided visualization to help you tap into that prosperity paradigm. So if you are here, we're going to close the eyes, feel the hands on the thighs. I get that. So Ayana says so many things missing. I get that. But if you're focusing on what's missing, then you get more of what's missing, right? So start to focus on what you can be grateful for. There's always something. And then one more thing the next day, and one more thing the next day. So when you're ready, find that comfortable seat. If you're driving, please do not close your eyes. But if you are not driving, you can close your eyes. Rest your hands in your lap. Breathe in, exhale out. Breathe in, exhale out. With each breath, relaxing, surrendering, letting yourself be here in the present moment. And let's just start with that one thing that you're grateful for. It could just be one thing. Just grateful that you woke up this morning. Some people didn't wake up this morning. Grateful for your new venture. Grateful for your new experience. Grateful that you can see, that you can walk. Allow yourself to get into that energy of gratitude. If more things come for you to be grateful for, by all means, acknowledge those things too. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, for being here, for listening, for watching now and in the future. I'm grateful for my chair. Grateful for my toes. And today we're going to go on a treasure hunt. And what a great way to start, by being grateful for something that you already have. Breathe in, exhale out. Allow yourself to just become deeper and deeper relaxed. I want you to just observe and notice that you have a spirit guide next to you. Maybe one, maybe more. Just acknowledge them, recognize them. And you and your spirit guide are going for a walk. And you're walking down a path. The temperature is just right. Not too hot, not too cold. You feel the sun on your skin. And you hear the wind rustling the trees. Maybe you even smell the flowers or the trees. As you walk down this path, almost as if you had this map. You know, the old pirates' maps when you were treasure hunting. And so you follow this trail until X marks the spot. And then any dirt or any blockages that may be there to your prosperity just naturally melts away, going into the earth. This spot has been hidden from you. Hey, maybe you hid it from yourself. But now see it as a bubble. And this is the prosperity paradigm. And allow yourself to just step into the bubble. You're safe. You are there with your spirit guides in this calm, safe place. And you're just stepping in to this bubble, this paradigm. And just observe, what do you see? How do you feel? What are you wearing? Are the colors more vibrant? And allow yourself to just explore. As you step into this paradigm, where do you live? What are you driving? Who are you there with? What food are you enjoying? Where are you? Are you in the same place in the world, or are you in somewhere different? What are you doing for work? Or how are you contributing and exchanging energy with others? Does the sky seem a little bit bluer, a little bit brighter? Do you find yourself taking up a cause like buying a rainforest or feeding the hungry? As you live in prosperity, what choices can you make? Will you make? Are you already making? So quantum physics says everything is already happening, already right here, right now. So this vision that you have for yourself is already happening. It's already here. But allow yourself to feel it, to know it, to be a part of it. Maybe you're drinking your favorite drink, your favorite kind of coffee, or your favorite cocktail, and you're sitting in a nice restaurant on the beach. Or you're in your beautiful new home, sitting on your beautiful, comfortable couch, looking out the window, seeing this beautiful view. Or maybe you're driving your car around, enjoying the wind in your hair. Allow yourself to feel it, to know it, to be there now. Allow yourself to perceive the absence of lack and tap into the truth of the abundance of the world and the abundance of your life. And to not diminish your life or diminish your asks or diminish your desires, because others do not have. Whatever you are willing to have and create, you can gift others freely if you desire. It is hard to fill up somebody else's cup with an empty cup, but you can fill up other people's cups with the overflow of your cup. And then you both benefit. Breathe in, exhale out. What does a world of prosperity, abundance, and wealth look like to you? What does it feel like to you? Do you have an abundance of time to play and explore and travel? Do you have an abundance of lives that you get to contribute to and change? Where are you wealthy and happy? What if you could be wealthily, I know it's probably not a word, but wealthily happy? Have an abundance of happiness. Have an abundance of joy, fulfillment. Observing the beauty of the earth, taking in the abundance of the earth, the beautiful trees, the mountains, the oceans, the miraculous life. See yourself as wealthy in health as well. You are healthy, you are strong. If you're somebody who likes affirmations, and it's powerful and potent to say, I am. So I am wealthy, I am happy, I am whole, I am joyful, I am prosperous. And allowing that to soak in. I am grateful. Even if you can't think of something to be grateful for, just say, I am grateful. And just allow this prosperity paradigm to soak in, to fill every fiber of your being, every cell, every molecule, to let your whole body and being get the memo of this prosperity, this wealth consciousness, allowing you to become a magnet to this wealth consciousness. Breathe in, exhale out. Remembering everything, bringing that feeling and that magnetic energy with you. Breathe in, exhale out. Maybe rub your hands together. Slowly opening your eyes. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you for being here today. It was wonderful to have you. I look forward to seeing you next week. Oh, wait, we have a 1 Million Dreams free webinar this Thursday. We'd love to have you guys come join us. Totally free, and we'll drop the link in the comments. I look forward to seeing you maybe Thursday. If not Thursday, then I'll see you next week. Thank you. Grateful for you. Bye.